Oh my god! Well, if it isn't yet again another VPN roundup video, but this one, my friends, has a spicy twist to it. What's up guys, and welcome to the Cyber Lab, the place to be for up-to-date reviews and recommendations on the latest cybersecurity software. In today's video, I'm going to review the top 5 VPNs for 2022. But before we get into all of that, I want to tell you about an email that I received from Bob. Bob writes, "Hey Josh, I love watching Cyber Lab videos." Ah, thanks Bob. But I feel like you could spice them up a little. For your next video, I dare you to flip a coin before each service you recommend. Heads, you review as normal. Tails, you do a shot of sriracha chili sauce. Bob, you sick bastard. You know what? I'm going to take your dare. Let's do this. For this review of the top 5 VPNs for 2022, I'm going to rate each service based on only the important stuff. 1. Is the VPN easy to set up and use? 2. Is the service trustworthy and secure? And finally, 3. How much does it cost? Don't forget, if you'd like to purchase any of the VPNs mentioned in this video, be sure to use the links in the description box for the best price out there. So, let's get into this. Okay, so I have my chili sauce. And I have my coin. Okay, let's do this. Ah, heads! Yes! Suck it, Bob. Alright, so in 5th place, we have IPVanish. If you've never used a VPN before, IPVanish is probably my top pick for you. Let's start with the interface. Is IPVanish easy to set up and use? In my opinion, yes. The settings are easy to navigate, making it a good option for beginners. Settings are organised into tabs. The Quick Connect tab allows you to connect to the best server location, while the Server List tab lets you manually select a server. You can also save your favourite servers by clicking the star symbol on the right. Nice. I would rate IPVanish a solid 4.5 out of 5 for ease of use. Next question, is IPVanish trustworthy and secure? IPVanish definitely has all the standard security features you'd expect from a paid VPN. It comes with solid security encryption like military-grade encryption, a kill switch, split tunneling, and advanced protocols. If those terms don't mean anything to you, that's okay. Basically, it's really secure. But is it trustworthy? Now, this is where things get a little dicey. IPVanish lost a lot of trust back in 2016, when the service handed over user data to the FBI. Its headquarters are still in the US, which is not the most privacy-friendly location. Now, their privacy policy has changed since that scandal, and they claim they have a no-logging policy. But they don't do independent audits, so those claims can't be verified. Because of this iffiness, I've got to give IPVanish a 1.5 out of 5 for its level of trustworthiness. So let's move on to price. A monthly subscription to IPVanish will set you back $10.99 a month. It's reasonable to be fair, but what they really want you to do is sign up for their annual plan, which is $44.99 for the first year. And that works out to be about $3.75 per month, which is pretty decent, but watch that fine print. In your first year. Basically translates to, the price will jump up when it's time to renew your plan. I think their pricing is reasonable, so I'm going to give IPVanish 3 out of 5 for pricing. So overall, IPVanish rates as 3 out of 5. If we're talking about rating them in terms of the Nando's Peri Peri Chili scale, IPVanish falls somewhere between lemon and herb and mild. Okay, moving on to 4th place. Oh wait, before that we got to do Bob's flip coin thing. Aha! Heads again! Nailing it! Okay, in 4th place, we've got Proton VPN. Let's start by answering the question. How easy is Proton VPN to use? When you log in, there is a big Quick Connect button, so you'll know exactly what to do. They'll offer a quick tutorial that takes you around the app and shows you its different features. This is a VPN that's definitely user-friendly, so we're just going to give it 5 out of 5 for ease of use. Moving on to security and privacy, is Proton VPN trustworthy? Well, the fact that the headquarters are based in the privacy-friendly location of Switzerland gives Proton VPN a big thumbs up from the get-go. In terms of security features, Proton VPN comes with standard military-grade encryption. Its default protocol is OpenVPN, and it also supports perfect forward secrecy, meaning that it frequently changes encryption keys to avoid compromising your security. It is, however, blocked in China, so overall I'm giving Proton VPN 3.5 out of 5 for trustworthiness. Now, what about price? they do have a free option if you do want to try it before you buy. But as with most free VPNs, it's probably not worth it. Their standard package will set you back $8 a month or $96 a year, which is pretty expensive in my book, as other VPNs have much more competitive pricing. For that reason, I'm rating Proton VPN 2 out of 5 for pricing. So, Proton VPN gets 3.5 out of 5, or a solid mild, edging on a medium in the Nando's Peri Peri sauce rating system. Okay, third place, here we go. Am I going to have to chug this bottle of sauce before we get started? Heads? Damn it. It's not heads. It's tails.
A little bit spicy.
Okay. It's time to go. Do you think that's enough? Do you think that's too much? Ah! Oh my god! I didn't think it would be hot that quick. Okay, that was too much. That was too much. Too much chili. Okay, in third place, we have ExpressVPN. Eyes are watering. Okay, it's fair to say that ExpressVPN is one of the most established players in the VPN market. I've used it in the past, and overall my experience was pretty positive. In terms of usability, they have a big old power button in the middle of the interface, making it super easy to connect. Even your technophobe mum or dad could figure this out. You'll get access to more servers than you'll know what to do with, decent speeds, and it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, which is always nice. Setup is a cinch too, which is why I'm rating them 4 out of 5 for usability. Still got chili in my mouth. In terms of security, they've got what I would consider pretty standard features at this point. A kill switch or network lock, RAM-based servers, encrypted DNS, split tunneling, and if those technical terms don't mean a whole lot to you, that's fine. These are features that you'll probably use anyway, even if you're not entirely aware of what they do. 4 out of 5. Price-wise, their monthly plan is pretty expensive at $12.95. The 6-month plan isn't much better at $9.99 a month. So that's why we're going to recommend going for the annual plan at $99.95 per year. It works out to be $6.67 per month. You get an extra 3 months free, plus a 30-day money-back guarantee, which is a nice bonus. For pricing, I'm giving ExpressVPN 4 out of 5. They're not the cheapest, but they're definitely reasonable. With 4s across the board, that means that overall ExpressVPN is a 4 out of 5, a definite medium level of spice on the official Nando's chili scale. My hot sauce, on the other hand, it's too spicy if anything. Okay, we're up to second place. Who's it gonna be? But first, the coin. The chili. Alright. Aha! Heads! No chili! Thank God! Okay, in second place, it is NordVPN. Okay, this should come as no surprise to most people. NordVPN is a heavy hitter in the world of VPNs, and for good reason too. Now, to start off, let's talk about usability. NordVPN is incredibly easy to use. The 3-step process for sign up is simple. The speeds are good, and 95% of their servers work with Netflix, which is probably high on most users' agenda. On top of that, they've got over 5,200 servers across 59 countries all over the world. So in terms of usability, we can't really fault them, so it's getting 5 out of 5. Moving on to security and the trustworthy factor. I want to start off by saying that quite recently, Nord Security and Surfshark announced that their companies will be merging. However, for now, the VPNs will continue to operate separately. We're still evaluating what this might mean for you, and we'll be sure to keep updating our recommendations if anything changes with this VPN. NordVPN has headquarters in Panama, which is a privacy-friendly location, so thumbs up there. They support perfect forward secrecy, which I mentioned earlier, and they offer other standard security features like a kill switch, split tunneling, and robust protocols. That being said, they were involved in a privacy scandal in 2018, when one of their rented servers was breached. The breach was very small in the grand scheme of things, and no user data was revealed, but we've still got to dock them half a point for that, meaning NordVPN rates 4.5 out of 5 for trustworthiness. Finally, let's talk pricing. NordVPN's best deal is their 2-year plan, which works out to just be $3.71 per month, or $89 for 2 years. That's pretty good, but it's also worth mentioning that the price only gets you 6 simultaneous connections, which isn't all that impressive. So for that reason, we're rating NordVPN 4 out of 5 for pricing. Which means that overall, they get 4.5 out of 5, or if we're talking Nando's Peri Peri, a solid hot rating. Okay, this is it. The #1 spot for VPNs in 2022. It's time to crown a winner. But first, one more flip of the coin.
Oh, dear.
Oh, tails again. Alrighty then, let's do this. In our #1 spot, we have dun 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 Surfshark. Woo! Spicy! No list of VPNs would be complete without mentioning Surfshark. Now, despite being newer and having a smaller server fleet than ExpressVPN and NordVPN, Surfshark is still a seriously competitive VPN option. In terms of ease of use, Surfshark ticks all of the boxes. It's incredibly easy to set up and install, and connection couldn't be more simple. The interface is highly intuitive so that even beginners won't have a problem finding their way around the app. For this reason, we're rating Surfshark 5 out of 5 for ease of use. Moving on to security and privacy. As we mentioned in NordVPN, these two companies are merging, and we don't know yet what that means for users. As of the time of recording, both VPNs are still operating independently. Surfshark is based in the British Virgin Islands, which is well known as being privacy friendly. They have a robust privacy policy, and they get regular independent audits, which makes them very trustworthy in my book. Unlike some other VPNs in this video, Surfshark hasn't been involved in any privacy scandals, so I'm giving them 5 out of 5 for the trustworthy factor. Now, in terms of pricing, Surfshark is the most affordable. A 2-year plan works out to be just $2.49 a month, which is the best we've seen. Plus, they have unlimited simultaneous connections, making Surfshark the best value for your buck. It's for that reason that I'm giving them 5 out of 5 for pricing. Which means that, overall, Surfshark is extra hot on the Nando's Peri Peri scale and our top pick for a VPN in 2022. So that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and special shout out to Bob for sending me this ridiculous spicy dare. Call him out in the comments by leaving chili icons in the chat. If you're interested in purchasing any of these VPNs, make sure to use the links in the description box down below. That's the chili coming up, as that will give you the best price. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smack that like button. Come on, please hit the like button. I ate all this chili for this video. And of course, subscribe so that you never miss any of the madness that goes on here at the Cyber Lab. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go drink a big glass of milk now.